We're gonna be making a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit blanc because why? It's gonna be under 10 bucks, and guess what? We love 10-buck meals around here. Yes. So as we cook, of course, I'm gonna talk about the ingredients, but for now, we're gonna get this pan heated because we are gonna introduce our breakfast sausage. Now here's the thing, it was only about $2 and change for this package of breakfast sausage. And of course, no, the breakfast sausage doesn't come like this, but I did split it in half and used it for another recipe. So we're gonna go ahead, add it to the pan, make sure you get everything out because every dollar, nickel, and dime counts. We're gonna cook our breakfast sausage until it's no longer pink. What I like about this sausage is the fact that it's already pre-seasoned, so you don't have to go in with a ton of seasonings to give it some flavor. And just in case you're wondering, this was the sausage without the casing, which is so much easier. Now, if you happen to have, let's say, maybe the sausage with the casing, then of course you're gonna remove the casing from the sausage. And let's just hypothetically say that you have any type of ground meat in the refrigerator. Doesn't even have to be breakfast sausage. It could even be pepperoni. Go ahead and brown that meat, cook it down until it renders. Once you're done, of course, you're gonna put it to the side. And yeah, you're gonna incorporate it with some eggs and cheese and all that stuff, and you'll be good to go. A lot of times it's all about improvising, and definitely what works for the pockets. Not to mention for some, back to school is in full swing. And for others, we just like to spend a little less when it comes to cooking. Nothing wrong with that. This is obviously a lean cut of sausage, hence the fact that we got a lot going on at the bottom of the pan. If you want to add some diced onions to this mix, you definitely can. If you love onions, why not? I would suggest adding Vidalia onions, which is a sweet onion. All right, I like a little extra seasoning, so I'm gonna go in with my all-purpose. That's what I'm gonna do. Cooking with Tammy all-purpose seasoning. Give it a little extra bang of flavor. I gotta be honest, pre-seasoned sausage and Cooking with Tammy all-purpose chicken seasoning, A1. That's definitely brought out some extra flavors in our sausage. Anyway, I'm gonna place the sausage into a bowl, or better yet, you know what? I'm just gonna use a separate pan because I feel like we have a little bit too much going on at the bottom of this pan. All right, so, or should I just go ahead and take up all of the flavors with the egg using the same pan? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We're gonna take our sausage, gotta make a, a monumental pimp decision, and place it into this bowl. Get it all out. Nothing goes to waste. Okay, haste not, waste not. For this recipe, we're gonna use about 6 eggs. These are large eggs. If you don't want to use the eggs, you can just go ahead and rock out with the sausage. For the seasoning of our eggs, we are going to use a small pinch of salt and ground black pepper for that extra flavor. And of course, we're going to beat the eggs up. Going to add a small drizzle of oil to the pan, loosen things up just a bit. And I'm also going to add butter. If the butter would stay in the spatula. All right, we're going to allow the butter to melt. I don't know about you, but I love to add butter to my eggs because I like them to be nice and buttery. Oh my goodness. Nice and tasty. Now, we're not looking to cook the perfect looking scrambled egg, okay? Simply because we're going to be incorporating the eggs with the sausage and so on and so forth. Turn it down slightly. I like to allow the eggs to set in the pan before disturbing it. And I tend to just push everything towards the center. It may be slightly stuck to the bottom of the pan simply because we had our breakfast sausage in there earlier, which is totally okay. We're going to be placing the eggs into the oven, and we don't want them to overcook while being in the oven. So we're going to cook the eggs until they're set. Turn the stove top off. Eggs are still hot. They're going to continue cooking once the pan, of course, obviously is hot. Okay, so we're just gonna place it like that for now, to be honest. Lay it out into the pan. All right, we have about 2 more, I think. Yeah, for a total of 8. And I'm just gonna place it here like that because I need a little room to work. Okay, work my magic. I don't want it to stick to this baking sheet. So I'm just gonna add a small little spritz of nonstick cooking spray. And we're gonna open up our biscuits just like that. Okay. And we are gonna start off with adding our eggs. So we're gonna add some of our breakfast sausage. A good amount of cheese. I have provolone mozzarella, and I also have cheddar and mozzarella, but of course use whatever cheese you have on hand. We're gonna take both sides of the biscuit and we're just gonna pull it to the center and make sure the bottom is sealed together, so therefore none of the filling is seeping out of the biscuit during the baking time or baking period. All right, that's it. I'm gonna place it just like that. I'm gonna continue to do the rest off camera, and hopefully this time it goes a little smoother. And once we're done, we're gonna come back because we need to fancy these biscuits up just a little bit more. But I decided last minute to switch off and use my cast iron skillet. Non-stick cooking spray to the skillet. Take my napkin and just spread the oil around the pan. And the reason why I opt for the cast iron skillet over the baking sheet is simple, because when everything starts to puff up, I don't know how to explain it, but you know what it's like when you put it all in a circular pan and it bakes and everything just puffs up and it looks perfectly cool. And then when you pull it apart, you get that pull apart action. Yes, that's exactly what we're going for. Place our biscuits into the skillet. The last time I baked them on the baking sheet, they were all over the place. And this guy right here, we're gonna drop right in the middle, and that's it. We're gonna take our melted butter. We're gonna add some garlic powder to the melted butter. I'm also gonna add some of my all-purpose chicken seasoning to the mix as well. If you don't have that, you don't need it. Just add the garlic powder along with parsley and the butter. Okay, mix it on up really well. Baste our beautiful biscuit bombs with our beautifully melted butter. Did I forget to mention these are buttermilk biscuits? No, I'm just playing. I know I mentioned it earlier, but the reason why I'm mentioning it is because the butter against the buttermilk biscuits are gonna be so delicious. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna add some to this one right here as well. And off to the oven we go. 400 degrees Fahrenheit, or according to the package or brand of biscuits that you're going to be using. Fresh out of the oven, we're going to go ahead and continue to baste it with our remaining garlic butter. And just look at how it's melting. Oh my goodness, all over the biscuits. This is gorgeous. Can't have too much parsley. I mean, after all, we got to be healthy, right? Be generous with the butter and the parsley, because I can guarantee you this garlic sauce is delicious. Get all inside of the little crevices. And I'm not going to dig into these bad boys just yet. I'm going to allow them to sit for maybe about 5 minutes. Enough time to cool down. I went ahead and melted some cheese sauce that I had in the refrigerator. And I think it's safe enough to go ahead and break our delicious cheese bomb. This is gorgeous. And it's still kind of hot. Goodness gracious. Just gonna place it right here, just like that. Gonna take the other piece. We're gonna dip it in our sauce. Oh my goodness, this is good. And it's about that time. Now this is breakfast. Oh, this is good. And I know it's only sausage, egg, and cheese, but literally how we seasoned it up, not to mention we have our garlic butter going on, so all of the flavors infused. Our eggs are perfectly cooked, nice and soft. Now here's the thing. If you're anything like us or like me, growing up, and even now, we eat anything at any time, doesn't matter. It doesn't literally have to be breakfast food for breakfast. This right here could be somebody's dinner. This right here could be supper, right? When last have you heard that word, by the way? But nevertheless, make this anytime, and I can guarantee you not only is it budget friendly, but it's absolutely dunkable and delicious. Catch you guys on another video. Talk to you later. Bye, guys. Mmm.